Hello everybody, Final Rich here. Just kidding, it's Jeff. Burnout Shelter, formerly Irving Park Vinyl Review. Had to change the name, it was kind of dumb and long and people couldn't remember it, so I'm Burnout Shelter now. Haven't made a video since probably September of 19. Just retired a little bit. I've been watching videos this whole time, having fun, I guess as much fun as you can during a global pandemic, but been itching to make some videos recently. I've been buying up records like they're going out of style still, and so I thought I'd do 20 best finds of 2020. And I thought maybe I'd do the vinyl tag here pretty soon. Andrew from Tales from the Crate has a pretty good vinyl tag this year, so I'll probably do that in the next few days or maybe in a week or so. But let's do 20 best of 2020. Kick it off. Bob Mosley from 1972. Bob Mosley was in Moby Grape. This is some pretty killer 70s hard rock. I got this out of a collection. I bought a collection from a guy on Craigslist, and a lot of these covers were obviously water damaged. There were some pockets of mold that I had to get rid of, had to cut those sections out with a pair of scissors, but I don't know. Hopefully I can upgrade that someday. But that was a really killer find. That's a hard one to find. I don't see that really ever out in the wild, but I recommend that one if you can find it. Same collection, Apple Pie Motherhood Band. A little bit of cover damage on that, not as bad, but it's on that green and blue Atlantic label. Really, really good bluesy rock with psych tinges. I think this is from '68, but yeah, that was a good find in that collection too. Now this next one was a Craigslist find as well. Not the same guy. This dude was selling records out of his basement for $5 each, and this was $5. A little bit scuffed up, but you wouldn't know it on the playback on that late '70s, '80s epic label. But yeah, give him enough rope by the Clash for $5. All day long. I also picked up Purple Rain with all the inserts and the poster, and a copy of Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy from that guy, all for $5. Very nice finds. Picked this up recently at Reckless Records in Chicago here. Love's first album. On that tan Electro label. And yeah, between this and Forever Changes, I don't know which is my favorite. I think this might be my favorite right now, because it's so fresh, and I've been listening to the hell out of this, and it's just, fantastic stuff. This is more garagey. I love Da Capo too. That actually is kind of in the same vein as this. Forever Changes is a little bit more psychedelic, but this is just essential record. Another one in that garage vein, got some caveman rock, the Trogs Wild Thing. Kind of a rough copy, but again, it plays pretty decent. Picked this up for about $6. If all you know from these guys is Wild Thing, check this album out. It's pretty much all garage. There is some fuzzy guitar. I wouldn't say it's psychedelic, but I think it could have definitely went that way with this band. But yeah, this is very good. Usually it goes for a little bit more, but like I said, this is a rough copy, but I recommend that one. That's very good. This next one, Peter Tosh, Equal Rights from '77. This is fantastic. On a Columbia label from the '70s. Yeah, Peter Tosh. I mean, Get Up, Stand Up is on here. That was his song. And this is a little bit more dense, a little bit more of a stoner vibe than the Wailers, but I love this record. I can recommend Legalize It too from '76. Just awesome stuff. This is another Reckless Records pickup. Fear Itself. Some bluesy psych from, I want to say 68, 69 maybe, on that Dot label. I got a good price on this. It was a little scuffed up, but plays pretty good. But yeah, that's some good psych. Some more good psych. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Gumboot Soup from 17. I think they put out 5 albums in 2017, and this was the last one they put out, and it's fantastic. Neo psych. They've even got some doom metal leanings on this album in some parts, but yeah, I can recommend this band highly. I was a little late to the party on this band, but I love them. They're great. Now this was a record show pickup from January of 20, back when there were still record shows. Shadows of Night, Gloria from 66. On Dunwich, got this for a pretty good price. Yeah, Shadows of Night, that's classic. Everybody kind of knows that one. This was another pickup at that record show. Great Conspiracy by the Peanut Butter Conspiracy. Columbia 2i. I overpaid for this because the condition is not good. I mean, I did check it out before I bought it, but there's a skip on the second side, so I probably need to upgrade that, but it's excellent. Excellent stuff. I would pass on their first album. Their first album is kind of a poor man's Mamas and the Papas album, but this is excellent psych. I think that's from 68. Picked this up at the record show too. It's a reissue of Live at the Old Quarter, Towns Van Zandt, Houston, Texas, 1977. Just fantastic live country folk. Muddy Waters, folk singer. Picked this up at Reckless recently. It's a nice reissue for, it was only like 16 bucks sealed. Very nice copy. Been wanting this for a while. And this is another Reckless pickup. Reissue of Gandalf. Really good pop psych from 69. OGs of this go for hundreds, if not 4 figures. I mean, this is a really good one to get on a reissue. I think I paid 15 bucks for this. Excellent record. I've been wanting a copy of this for a while. Kind of gave up ever being able to find an original of this, but reissue will do just fine. From 74, Big Star, Radio City. Fantastic power pop. Whoop. Ardent label. Chocolate Watch Band from 1970. These guys were psychedelic garage, but it's on that Tower label. This is pretty cool. This is more of an early 70s hard rock sound, and it's really good. The more I listen to this, I think I've spun it 2 or 3 times, and it just gets better with every listen. So highly recommend that. I think I paid 11 bucks for that. It was it's a reissue, but it was used, and yeah, it was a really good price on that. This next one, Bugazi's first EP from '88. Just some great post-punk. It's definitely got some hardcore elements to it, but this is kind of skater punk from the late '80s, and it's fantastic. Bugazi. Picked that up for like 12 bucks, Reckless Records. This is another one from Reckless, July. Reissue, obviously, from 68 on Major Minor. Very cool British psych. Some of this stuff sounds a little similar to early Pink Floyd, but this is very, very good in its own right. Very good album. Chelsea Girl by Nico. Fantastic. I love this record. It's just, you know, unique and weird and folky, and it's on that kind of gray marble vinyl. Nico's voice is unique. It's not for everybody, but I love it. If you're a fan of the underground, check this out. These are pretty expensive originals, but I think I paid $28 for that. Wow, yeah, this one, man. Betty Davis, just some killer funk. That's her first album, self-titled, from 73, I believe, colored vinyl. And Dylan from Noble Records has been showing a lot of her stuff recently, and I sought this out and found one at Reckless. Sealed reissue, and this is just some fantastic funk. Highly recommended. And last one, the find of the year for me. Bulbas Creation, You Won't Remember Dying. Now, this was recorded back in 69, 70, 71, and was never released. Somebody found the tapes and bootlegged it, and there's copies of this from the mid-90s, but this is the band-approved 2014 release, and this is just some of the most excellent doomy stoner psych that I've ever heard. It's so good. It's just a shame this band never got its footing and never got picked up by a label, because they would have rivaled Zeppelin and Sabbath and bands like Budgie. I mean, this is so awesome. So probably the most I ever paid for a single LP, but I don't regret it for a second. So that's it. Got through that pretty quick. Glad to be back. Everybody have a good weekend, and take care.